Hi everyone, I'm Drew Valentino, and you can find me and all my links at drewvalentino.com. How did I come up with my name? Oh, well, that's actually funny. So my real name is Andrew. I've always went by Andrew my whole life. I never went by Drew. And then I came up. I just wanted to come up with a cute, funny pun for Andrew. So when I came up with my Instagram years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, I came up with Drewsy fruit, like the gum. But I saw it as a pun for Andrew, not necessarily Drew. But everybody, all my friends and people in the industry started calling me Drew. They thought that was my name, so I just went with it. So then when I started with Falcon, I can't just be Drew Fruit. So I had to pick a last name, but everybody already knew me as Drew, so I had to go with that. I'm Italian, and I have an Italian last name and Puerto Rican. So I came up with Valentino because one, I thought it was cute, but two, I think it could ambiguously be either like Latino or Italian kind of sounding, and I love that name. I started like most people, just making videos during the pandemic and started OnlyFans, and I maybe like a year after doing OnlyFans, I met everyone at Falcon. I met Bo Butler and Cole Connor, who introduced me to Trenton, and then they offered me to do my first scene, which was what was the big prison movie? Ride or Die, which was like a crazy first movie to start because it was like it was like the movie of the year and all that. And I loved it, and we all had a great time. So once we were done with that, they asked me if I wanted to come back and do another scene, and then they offered me exclusive contract, and I went right into that. So I really pretty much only worked with them for 2 years. Great, I love it. You know, especially being an exclusive, you work with the same people over and over again, which means you get to know them, which means you make inside jokes and funny memories and stories, and we all just really vibed and got to know each other. So I love working with them. It was always super fun, and just a really great crew. About me, yeah. Well, I think a lot of people don't know that I am sober. I've been completely sober for 3 years, which I really love. I'm really happy doing it. And I think a lot of people have this misconception that people in the adult film industry are all partying and on drugs, when there's actually quite a lot of us that are sober. There's a lot of people in the porn industry that are sober. So it's just something I'm really proud of, that I'm really happy about. Well, first of all, I do lots of armpit fetish stuff, so there's that. And I mostly do, one-on-one scenes, whether the guys, 90% of the time, 80% of the time I top. I bottom and I verse also, but mostly top. I love oral, pit play. And I think also something that makes my OnlyFans different than everybody else is that I can be kind of silly at times and do really goofy stuff with people's like dicks and I don't know, all different types of funny things. My favorite sex position is doggy, like ass up. It's just, I love looking at the ass and the hole while I'm fucking it. The craziest place I ever had sex. Let's see. I think for a studio scene, I think the most difficult was a barber chair. It was a scene where I was a barber and like fucking on one chair that spins. It's like not very stable. We had to like fuck on it, ride on it. That was super difficult. And then the craziest, honestly, probably just coming here over in Spain. I just think that's so fun, different. Not anything different, but what I will say is that there have been a few times where I came here and my scene partner didn't speak any English and I don't speak any Spanish. And I have found that those scenes have been the most fun and the most flirtatious, because there's been instances where we're working together, we're having sex, we're on camera, where we like each other, we're attracted to each other, but we have no way to say it. So even off camera, we're like laughing and touching each other, kissing, and it becomes very cute because we have no way to express it with words, but it's there and you could feel it. It's palpable. And I think that in some way is even more like naughty and fun than than when you like your scene partner and you can just talk. You know, it's like very interesting. Yes, I am in the process of starting a new podcast called Stop the Ride. It's not released yet, but it will be this summer. It is my podcast I'm doing on sobriety, where I'm sharing my sober story and lots of other people's sober stories that are in the queer community. So I'm really excited about that. And there's lots of really great stories that I want to get out there and try to help as many people as I can. So Stop the Ride, this summer.